All right, boom. This right here gonna be about everyday conversation, everyday understandings, and when you're trying to get your point across to somebody, or when you're in your own mind, because you're always in your own mind, you're trying to relate to get somebody to understand what you're talking about. Basically, it could be as casual as to the biggest conversation or argument. Now, look. All right. Always remember, we all start from just our perception, right? So you can never jump into somebody else's perception. Only thing you can do is speculate. Shout out to my doggy dog. I just ran them hard. They breathing hard. So yeah, all you can do is speculate. So this brings me to why, and from there, this is what I mean by the self. It starts with them, and they can only speculate. As in, you have many parts of you. You got many different worlds, many different mindsets, many mind frames that you get into depending on what you're going through or whatever like that. So knowing that, you gotta like excuse the fact that you think you could ever interpret something for somebody or the best way you can. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you're speaking with people, always remember that person has the ability to talk to themselves. And some people talk to themselves more than others, and some people talk to others more than themselves. But at the end of the day, it's all about your own perception, all right? So look, it could be casual, right? Somebody, you at work, somebody just wants to get you to understand, why did, if they want to get personal, we all know that people personal and they family, they try to bring family to work. So they'll be like, why did this person come to my house when I didn't want them to and stuff like that, blah, 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 right? And it's up to you. What are you doing from there? You're just reacting. Shout out to my dog. Look, they tired. Y'all tired. They just reacting to what you just said. So at the end of the day, they only reacting to what you've made up of your mind. What you made of your mind. So sometimes we don't be knowing what we really making of our mind, and we start placing blame on other people where it don't need to. So this is what I mean. You always talking to yourself. You're always really just in a conversation with yourself, because sometimes like people ain't gonna ever see it from truly you. Only thing they can do is resonate in their own way, in the same like location, space, in another type of way, mentally type thing, right? So this right here, any casual conversation, so look, this is what I meant, my bad, y'all. This is what I meant by this, right? Gemini, Mercury, right now. This is what I meant by this. So like when people get into those conversations, when you react to them, you're just reacting to what you just saw, which was them making up their mind. And for you only interpret how you can see things from that. So then you start talking to the person to resonate, but you're really talking out of yourself, like, okay, how does this, and this? And you'll talk to the person, but it's not like y'all actually in the same mind, sitting there watching the same show. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really still just interpreting the wrong thing. The different things. Now, listen, general consensus got a lot of us understanding things really, really quickly. So we really do be mostly on the same page. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So usually people will start using certain words or certain ways of talking when it's different intent behind it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different story though. But basically though, it's especially arguments. This is now I'm going to talk about arguments. That was casual. This is arguments now. Now, arguments are more for arguments are like about like a heated moment. And it could just be, both of y'all heated. So it don't even got to be heated though, but let's just talk about a heated argument. So this is usually how they get even worse. First of all, these people already have to have something conjured up. Second of all, so that means it's already destined to blow up. Now, when they start arguing, the things that's going to make it escalate even more is the fact that they're just going to start spewing what they truly think, or from one of their worlds that they've interpreted, and started accumulating certain thoughts from you about you when they was in a certain kind of way of feeling. You know what I'm saying? We all be getting thrown off sometimes. All right. So that right there is going to let the argument run off, because y'all are, okay, my bad. Y'all gonna start talking to yourselves while in this emotion of holding in stuff, but then after that, you're gonna start going too far into that. So y'all just gonna start just letting each other's minds roam. Like now your demons, now all your demons coming out. Now all the bad things about this person are coming out that you might not have even meant. They might have needed to like stay dormant for longer periods of time. Like as in, don't say that right then and there. Maybe say that to yourself. Look, they made all these movies and stuff about, or cartoons about texting to an email and then don't ever send it type thing. Now, gift and a curse in that, sometimes you need to tell people what it is, but sometimes you shut up and it wasn't called for all that type thing. And this is what I mean by things go too far because you're really just talking to yourself, and you gotta understand that, and no, you know what I'm saying, and the person's only reacting to what you said. So, you know what I'm saying, get out of all that, you feel me? You always talking to your ugly ass, or your ugly ass self. Everybody ugly in the motherfucker. I don't care what point you think you got, you flown, you don't know nothing. But yeah, so talking to yourself, make sure you know this, because you got to know you got a problem to fix it. And we all got a problem. So you got to know that. You got to know where you're in to get out. You got to know that something's happening for you to get something moving. But yeah, I fucks with y'all. Have a good old little Saturday. Make something different.